Hi, welcome back to Kingdom Moving. The word for today is God will not be mocked. God will not be mocked. That's what he told me to tell you. He will not be mocked. So I will be in Acts 2:17 through 22. And we just going to get right into it. These are all of his words, period. God said he will not be mocked. Mock means tease, laughed at in a scornful or contemptuous manner. In the last days, God said, I will pour out my spirit on all people. You sons and daughters will prophesy. Your old men will dream dreams. Even on my servants, both men and women, I will pour out my spirit in those days, and they will prophesy. I will show wonders in heavens above and signs on the earth below. Blood and fire and billows of smoke. The sun will be turned to darkness and the moon to blood before the coming of the great and glorious day of the Lord. And everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. Jesus of Nazareth was a man accredited by God to you by miracles, wonders, and signs, which God did among you through him, as you yourselves know. Matthew 7:15 to 20 and 21 to 23. Watch out for false prophets. They come to you in sheep clothes, but in worldly they are ferocious wolves. By their fruit you will recognize them. Do people pick grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Likewise, every good tree bears good fruit, but a bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot bear good fruit. Every tree does not bear good fruit. It's cut down and thrown into the fire. Thus, by their fruit, you will recognize them. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the ones who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name, and in your name drive out demons, and in your name perform many miracles? Then I will tell them plainly, I never knew you. Away from me, you evil doers. God said he will not be mocked. Everybody that speaks his language, his words, do not know him. He is not in your hearts. So that means you need to get in his presence to learn discernment so you can understand the difference. He said, come to me, my child. Come to me. Get in my presence so you can know the difference. Who is for me and who is against me. I woke up and God said, false prophets and destiny, 1/3 will always be there. And I'm like, 1/3. And I had to think, I'm like, do you know 1/3 of the angels fell with Lucifer? So that's what we're dealing with. Yes, it's a whole lot of false prophets out there. But if you get in his presence, like I always tell you, you will know, you will understand the difference. That's what he wants you to know and understand. Get in his presence so you will know. That's really all I have to say. He said everything he wanted to say in his words. Again, I always tell you, I like to use scripture over here because that's how God talked to me. So get in his presence to understand the difference, that he will not be mocked. He love you. I love you. And be at peace, everyone.